Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Willie Henderson here, aka Willionaire, reporting to you from Las Vegas, Nevada. I wanted to make this quick video on how to evaluate the cost of repairs on a property, particular single-family homes, fairly quickly. So we got how to calculate repairs on the property quickly. If you find value in this video, please like and comment and subscribe to this channel if you like the video and want to see more videos like these. Know that being a real estate investor myself, particularly wholesaling properties, one of the most time-consuming tasks is trying to find out what the cost of repairs is going to be so you can actually make the seller a solid offer based on what you find. So what I got here is some things written as far as like how to calculate the repairs on the property, and broke it down into three particular categories, which is light, medium, and heavy. Light being just carpet and paint, strictly cosmetic. You just want a little bit of exterior and or interior paint. The past people that probably lived at the property got maybe finger smudges or crayon coloring on the wall, pin marks or what have you, and it's just going to need a light touch up of paint to redo that interior or exterior color scheme of the property, as well as carpet, or what's pretty popular now is the laminate flooring or hardwood flooring. So take that into consideration for our light remodeling here. So with the light here, we're going to go down to medium, which is basically the average. This is our average deal here. Average. Okay, so our medium, which is carpet, paint, kitchen, and bathrooms. So you can have, probably on average 2-3 bedrooms with 1 to 3 bathrooms. This is going to be your medium or average remodeling or rehab category here. Then we're going to go down to heavy, which in the real estate space we call a full gut, meaning new everything. Everything is trashed, but nothing's too detrimental where you need to do a complete tear down of the property. You just need to get everything new. That way the property can get back to retail value. So that's going to be our heavy rehab here. So what we got here, I broke them down into different square footages. So this is going to be your smaller property here, which is going to be less than 1,500 square feet. And so I scaled it all the way up to 3,500 square feet. Me personally, I just don't deal with the huge houses like over 4,000 square feet. If you do, then more power to you. But this video is mainly for the bread and butter type properties. These are where most of the deals are, right here within this square footage range. So I got less than 10,000 square foot here. So for carpet and paint, so we're dealing with carpet now, and this is going to be around $10,000, just as a rough estimate, shoot from the hip. The seller wants to offer real quick, okay, just going to need carpet and paint. You checked out the property and you come to that realization that it's only going to need a touch-up cosmetic quick carpet and paint job. Say factor in $10,000 for your offer there. And then we scale up here to between 1,500 and 2,500 square feet. This is going to be around 15,000. We got 10,000, 15,000, and then between 2,500 and 3,500 square feet, we got about $25,000. That's going to be your approximate remodeling costs for just carpet and paint. So these are just some quick factors. Even if you don't see the property, these are some quick numbers that you can plug into your formula when you're trying to calculate your maximum allowable offer that you want to make to that seller in regards to their property. I'm going to go down to medium here, which is going to involve carpet, paint, the kitchen now as well as the bathrooms. So with the kitchen, a lot of rehab properties don't include a new fridge or let's say a new dishwasher or a new microwave with the new property after they remodel it. So you don't have to take that into consideration with the kitchen. With the kitchen, you mainly want to deal with the cabinetry as well as the flooring in the kitchen and let's say a dishwasher or a stove. Those are going to be your factors for these medium or average rehab costs here. And then the bathrooms, new sink, new cabinets under the sink, as well as maybe a new toilet, and then cleaning or new bathtub or bathtub shower combo. So here we got less than 1,500 square feet. That's going to be approximately $25,000 in rehab remodeling costs there. That's just the average. And for 1,500 to 2,500, we got $35,000 for our rehab cost there approximation. And then from 2,500 to 3,500 square feet, we got 45,000. Now, mind you, these properties here are, they can have different variations to them. So one might be a half bath instead of a full bath, and there's other things to factor in when you're calculating your exact rehab remodeling costs to factor in to tell your seller what your final offer would be. But these are just rough estimates here that you can just shoot from the hip and know that you're going to be around the ballpark of where you need to be. Then we're moving on down to heavy, but this is everything, the full gut. So usually this can involve like a furnace or fireplace, maybe the roofing, hot water heater, the garage door needs to be repaired or replaced, drywall damage, pretty much everything that can go wrong or be wrong with the property. That's going to be in your everything full gut heavy remodeling repair costs here. So down here, 1,500 square feet, we'll figure a full gut probably be around 50 grand. Then we're moving on up to 1,500 to 2,500 square feet, and this is going to be approximately 65 grand. And then we're going to move up to 2,500 to 3,500, factor in maybe $90,000 for that rehab remodeling cost. So also some things you also want to think about when you're factoring in those remodeling repair costs is getting familiar with the cost of your materials. This is one deal here that's going to be beneficial to you. One way is to go to Lowe's or Home Depot and see what, just shop around. Act like even if you're not doing the rehab yourself, you have an end buyer that's going to do that. You can take it upon yourself to go the extra mile, go to these home improvement stores and check out the carpet section or the flooring section where they have laminate hardwood floors. See what's a nice standard, not too expensive type materials, and they have it priced there by the foot. All you got to do is figure out what square footage the property you're interested in, making these estimates for, see how much those materials are per foot in regards to the flooring, carpet and laminate and hardwood flooring, things of that nature, as well as check out the paint department and see how much the paint goes. You can talk to one of the workers there and say, okay, how much does this one can of paint cover in the house? And they'll tell you. So they're more than likely to help you there, and just get familiar with those cost of materials. That way it takes a lot of the guesswork out of what you're doing here with making the estimate for your cost of repairs and remodel. Next, we got get at least 3 general contractors. This is very big here. You can get 3 general contractors. You can Google them, find them on Angie's List or a different list that's verifies these contractors or local small business owners around your area, and get these general contractors to go through a walkthrough with you at the property. I've done this myself with several general contractors before, narrowing it down to about 3 I work with in a constant rotation. And they'll be like, okay, yeah, so yeah, all this flooring needs to be done. That's gonna, okay, factor in the square footage. This is gonna be about $15,000 in flooring, and they can really eyeball everything, and because this is what they do for a living, and they have their team also that's behind them that they're in charge of or that they run. They may have an electrician, a roofer, somebody does drywall, flooring, plumbing, all of that stuff is under these general contractors. So you can really learn a lot from the general contractors in regards to what the exact cost would be for them to do that job. Also, another benefit is getting 3 general contractors to all 3 give you a quote on what the job would cost for repairs or remodel based on what they would do to the property, and see where they gauge in regards to the price. So they should be somewhere around the same ballpark. So say for example, you get 3 general contractors that all give you quotes on, let's say a property was 1,600 square feet and needed a light remodel. And somebody might be at 15,000, one might be at 17,000, one might be at 14,000, and at least you know they're around the same ballpark, and then you can use your best judgment. Who do you want to go with to do the actual job? So those are some good key points in getting at least 3 general contractors on your team or on your list, or get the contact information to, and pick their brain. You know, you use what you can to learn lessons and gain the most experience as you can in regards to these remodeling and repair estimates. And then lastly, you got to do your own due diligence. So, you know, you big boys and girls, grown men, grown women, you can think for yourself. Just, you know, if you're going out to buy a car, you just buy a car off the lot, or would you test drive it? Would you look under the hood? You know, would you sit in the driver's seat and look around and play with the buttons? So you really got to check out what you're getting into in regards to these properties. Real estate can be a very lucrative game, but it's a game nonetheless. So you want to do everything right and make sure you cover yourself, do your homework, do your research. Got a few factors here that I wrote out that may affect the pricing on your estimates for your repairs and remodeling costs. Factor number 1 is the type of property it is. Like, these can be single family homes, but one can be a condominium, where it's like an apartment, but you know, you can buy it and do different repairs to it, as opposed to like a single family residence that can sit on its own, you know, has its own front yard, backyard, a pool, hot tub, things of that nature. And then we have a townhouse, which is pretty much in the middle, kind of like a duplex, and you're partnered with another property in one building. So these examples of 3 different types of properties here, they might, even though they might all have the same square footage, there might be different prices to do the rehab or remodel. Next, we have the location. Is the property in a subdivision? Does it have a HOA? Is it a commercial, near a commercial area where there's a lot of businesses, say like a supermarket or a mall, or things of that nature? Is it near a highway where a lot of traffic can access the freeways relatively quickly, as well as it close to good schools, and other factors can determine how high a property is valued, and then that can also affect your cost for your estimates here. And then lastly, we have amenities. Like I mentioned before, like the different types of properties. A property might have a yard or not have a yard, so you're gonna have to factor in any rehab remodeling costs to spruce up the landscaping if there is no landscaping, or you know, a pool or a spa. If it doesn't have a pool, doesn't have a spa, you don't have to factor that in. But if they do, then you have to factor that in with your rehab remodeling costs. Say a pool pump is missing, or a pool needs to be resurfaced, things of that nature. That's going to add additional costs to your rehab remodeling here. As well as a casita, a guest house, things like that. It's basically having like another house or second house on the property, and that's going to also factor in to your estimates for your rehab remodeling costs. So hope this was helpful. Once again, this is Willie Henderson giving you some tips on how to calculate repairs on a property quickly. And then hope you write these numbers down and use those when you are estimating future repairs and rehab costs for your next deal. And hope that was helpful to you. Once again, like this video. I appreciate you. Take care.